Hi, thanks for spending time with me today. I'm going to be looking at Charlier number 1. I've done, I think, number 2, number 4, maybe number 6. I can't remember. But a lot of people skip number 1. And so I decided to go back and pick that one up. And I'm going to play through some sections of it and see what we can discover. Hopefully I'll have some observations that will help you in your own work. Now, this is not a piece to be played by anyone other than an intermediate to an advanced player. If you're a beginning player, you won't have the necessary skills. If you're an advanced player, and I guess I'm an advanced player, I've been doing this for a long time, it's still quite challenging. And so that's what these are really good for. They're very therapeutic to kind of help you to know where you are on any given day. So I'm going to play through, and hopefully it'll give you a good musical experience. Ooh, well, that was invigorating. For those of you who have tried this, you know what some of the difficulties are. Now, of course, we're all individuals. We all have our own individual gifting. We're better at some things and struggle with other things. So I'm not going to tell you all my sad story. I'm just going to look at some of the things that I would focus on in working on this piece. And some of them were there. I liked some of the musical results. And it's always a good idea to start with what you approve of, what you appreciate, what you're grateful that you can do, and be specific about it. So there was a certain sense of bounce that I hope came out. I was feeling it internally. I hope it came out through the horn. It's a little bit of a dance-like feeling. And that's fine. And then all of a sudden he changes dynamics and gets softer. So I know for a lot of players, for most players, those abrupt dynamic changes and that wide dynamic range that's so necessary for a soloist or an orchestral player to have is something that a lot of players don't practice. And of course there are many ways to do this in terms of drills, the mechanics of it, and so on and so forth. We don't need to get into that right now. But you can actually take these etudes and use them as drills, slow it down, and focus in on the aspects that are going to be most important. So I'm going to make that transition again from the first dynamic, which we don't know what it is, but it says, you know, don't try too hard at the beginning. So to me, that's kind of medium, and then all of a sudden he says piano. And then it goes back to mezzo forte again. So that in itself is a challenge. So what I'm doing now is I'm playing the whole kind of like my attempt at the finished product. And when I do that, I'm doing it, it's a compromise basically. But if I go back and work on becoming more fluent, more balanced, more consistent, more precise, more flexible in my approach to all the ingredients that are going on here, I'm going to get improvement over a period of time. And this takes a lot of patience. So what are some of the things I would work on? Well, I found it interesting in the fourth line that now he starts playing with the accents. So I'm just going to play the passage without any accent, without any articulation. This is not the beginning of the phrase, but it's just easy to start right at the beginning of the fourth line. I'm going to do that once more, and every time I do it, I'm going to try and have it more stable, just like an aircraft with no turbulence. There's a lot of forward flow, but there's no bouncing going on. So most people, when you add the articulation, or when there are larger intervals, or when the speed increases, for example, are going to have difficulty maintaining that sense of smoothness and ease and balance. And that's exactly what you need to work for. So as soon as you start fighting, you're getting a little bit overloaded, you're trying to do too many things at once, your body will start compensating and you'll start to kind of hold on. If you become aware of that and just like chill and come back to where you're into the flow. Now it's important in this context, this etude is written in a very interesting way. The mixed articulation increases the difficulty level, but then you have all these kind of descending figures. Then the next passage, and this is what I love about Charlier, they're very musical, very expressive. Next passage is a gradual crescendo from piano to forte. That's a skill that we all need to work on, but it's completely smooth. So you're going through your arpeggios, and you can see, as is the case with all the Charlier etudes, and any advanced etude actually, there are a lot of very, very important ingredients, technically and musically, and you have to kind of work this out very gradually for yourself in order to get to the point where it's fun to play, and you feel like you can dance with it a little bit and play with the degree of expression that you really want. Okay. I would need to get into some of the physical difficulties that I have with the piece, and I don't know whether I want to take the time to do that today, to be honest with you, but I will point out one thing. I need to make a decision about the quality of the articulation. It's a musical decision. So right from the very beginning, all I did is play one note, obviously. But what I'm focusing on is how do I want to pronounce that note? I'm going for the taste of the articulation, the musical expression aspect of it. Now, I'm not saying that's the way to do it, the way I just did it. That's kind of what I'm hearing right now. I might feel lighter, maybe more cheerful one day, and so I might do it in a more leggero fashion, maybe a little bit shorter. So being able to do that throughout the range at various dynamics and at various speeds, that's what you want to work on. So that obviously takes a lot of time. Now, when I did that, I realized, yeah, as I go through, if I listen closely, what I want to listen for is, do I have the full resonance and the freedom of my voice on every single one of the notes? Now they go by quickly, and like I said, changing articulation and dynamics, and I'm changing range. So can I keep the sound with the same level of quality as I'm going through? To me, that's going to be one of the #1 goals. Let me go to a more challenging spot. Yeah, they're all challenging spots, actually. So I'm going to take the first key change, which is like the 6th line or something like that. Notice I played that longer. I'm going to play it with a little bit more pronunciation, a little bit more separation. You know, as I play this, I'm getting to like it a lot more. Things are starting to become clear in my musical imagination. And then, of course, I have to do the hard work of recording it. Oh, yeah, I am recording it. So at some point, I'll have to be humbled by going back and listening to this recording. Or I might be encouraged by some things that I hear. And what I find the most effective way to work is feed off the things that you're getting satisfaction and enjoyment from, and challenge yourself to bring that same level of quality into the things that are more awkward or that have been traditionally challenging or difficult for you to do. And your playing will automatically start to improve. But for me, it's always the musical goal. That's what I'm trying to do. So I might go back and do some more of these if I'm not too embarrassed to do so. And I hope that you're getting some benefit from listening and maybe from some of the ideas that I shared with you. Thanks for spending time with me. I know time is a precious commodity for us all. And if you have some more of that time and you're interested in trumpet stuff, please check out my YouTube channel. There are close to 400 videos on there right now. They're of various quality and in various subjects. But there are playlists, so you can go and check out the things that you're interested in. And I hope you get some benefit from doing that. I'll see you when you have some more time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.